Alright, let's talk about the best VPN 2026 options. I have tested dozens of them throughout the last year, ran connection tests, dug through privacy policies and security claims. So what you're getting is a definitive list of what each VPN does well and where it falls short, so that you can choose the one that actually fits your needs. I have narrowed it down to 4 providers: NordVPN, ProtonVPN, Surfshark, and IPVanish. And the biggest reason why this bunch ended up on my list is their privacy and security measures. They have all got modern encryption paired with audited and expert-approved no-logs policies. All of these big words make me sound really profesh. But to put it into human terms, these things ensure that everything that goes through the VPN servers is scrambled into an untrackable mess of a format, and it doesn't stick around. I've also spent some time testing them for any IP and DNS leaks, and since I didn't find any, well, here we are. The best VPN 2026 options earned my recommendation fair and square. And if you pick one of them, you can unlock some special deals through the links in the description. But before you decide, let me show you the pros and cons of each of the best VPNs, starting with NordVPN. The app gives you access to thousands of servers, which means you can easily find a close one and get a stable and fast VPN connection. In fact, NordVPN claimed the spot for the fastest VPN in my testing, and no matter how many times I redo the tests, it won't budge. On average, it retains around 92% of my original speed. So it still has an impact like any VPN would, but I literally forget that I have it on. This also makes NordVPN one of the best VPNs for streaming options. I can access pretty much any foreign library, and while I do occasionally encounter some errors, I can usually fix those by clearing browser cache or switching to a different server. The NordVPN app also contains some nice extra tools. I highly recommend turning on dark web monitoring. It will keep an eye out for any personal data exposures. Yet my absolute favorite feature is Threat Protection Pro. It blocks ads, it blocks trackers, and it blocks malicious websites. But on top of that, it scans your downloads for malware. So it's a great security boost for any desktop apps and much less bulky than a third-party antivirus. Of course, if you have an antivirus already, you can stick with the basic plan to get just the VPN itself, or you can upgrade to get threat protection along with the NordPass password manager. If you apply a discount code either through this QR code or the link below, you can get NordVPN at its lowest price, which makes the value really hard to beat. But let's talk about places where it falls a bit short for me. First, I noticed that over the years, their UI got a bit more complicated. So if you're a total VPN beginner, it might be a little bit overwhelming at the start. Second, while NordVPN is okay for torrenting, it's just not the main focus here, and I know a better option. To me, the best VPN 2026 for torrenting is ProtonVPN. In addition to good speeds and torrenting optimized servers, it offers port forwarding for even better P2P connectivity, and with a built-in firewall to eliminate the port fail vulnerability. It also helps that besides the regular privacy and security measures, Proton opted to be completely open source. Their code is public, available for anyone to review and suggest improvements to. And Proton actually listens. It's the provider I've seen the most updates from in 2025, and it looks like they are not planning to stop. I can't fault ProtonVPN in terms of streaming either. It handled every library I wanted to access with minimal need for troubleshooting. If you're interested in extra capabilities, ProtonVPN also has an ad and tracker blocker. And while it won't scan for malware, it will prevent you from accessing malicious sites. However, similarly to NordVPN, the app is not especially beginner friendly, and the whole vibe feels like it's better suited for more technical people. Another con is a higher price tag compared to some competitors. But if you use the discount deal, you can pay even less. If you want to pay the least amount possible and still get a great VPN, let me show you Surfshark. Admittedly, this is the VPN I use most, so I might be a little bit biased. Sue me. I like how it looks, okay? It's very intuitive, trust me. If my mum can use this VPN, you can too. So overall, I'd say it's the best VPN for everyday use. It also retains about 89% of my original speed, so it's only a smidge behind NordVPN, and only in terms of numbers. I cannot spot a difference when using these two. But where Surfshark truly tops NordVPN is the connection stability. Ever since they implemented the new Everlink technology, essentially creating a self-healing VPN connection, I don't remember it disconnecting since. Maybe once or twice, but that also might have been my internet's fault, who knows. Another pro comes from Surfshark's extra features, like alternative ID for fake emails to use for signups, which are then forwarded to your real email, but keeping your real email hidden. Clean Web is another great feature, but I am not talking about the one in the app. I have it permanently turned on in the Surfshark browser extension. It's really effective at blocking ads, both regular and video ones, but also gets rid of trackers, malicious sites, and even those annoying cookie pop-ups. However, Surfshark also offers additional tools with their bundle for extra security, like a full-on antivirus. Yes, a full-on AV test certified, honest to God antivirus, and it got the maximum protection score in their latest testing, and it's built right into the very same app. This is the main reason why I mostly use this provider when I'm not testing something else. The alert feature is another great addition from that bundle. It will let you know if your information is ever leaked in the dark corners of the internet. Keeping all these features in mind and the fact that there's more, now look at the price. Even the bundle is more affordable than what most VPN providers ask for. And get this, they don't limit simultaneous connection, so not only can you cut the price with a discount, you can also lower it by splitting it with your friends. But again, it's not perfect. I'd say it's not the greatest choice for torrenting. It works, but you don't get any specialized features. Surfshark's jurisdiction of the Netherlands has also raised some questions in the past, as it's part of the Nine Eyes Alliance. But since there's a no logs policy, there's no data for them to share. Plus, RAM-based servers further ensure that no data sticks around. I can actually raise a similar con for my next provider, IPVanish. It's US-based, also part of the alliance as well, but again, there's a no logs policy, and IPVanish is transitioning to RAM-based servers as well for some extra assurance. Personally, I find their UI to be a bit more of a significant con. It could use some polishing to make it a bit more intuitive. Now it kind of looks like it's made for a hacker in a basement. And I wouldn't recommend this provider for streaming. It tends to struggle more than the previous three options. But let's talk about the good things. After all, it's on the best VPN 2026 list for a reason. IPVanish is the only one that owns its entire server infrastructure. This means they rely much less on third parties, which strengthens the overall security. IPVanish also releases detailed transparency reports about legal requests, and while more VPNs do that, this VPN is actually the founding member of the VPN Trust Initiative. But what caught my eye was the fact that IPVanish offers a nice set of additional tools. There's a secure browser integrated into the desktop apps, an ad and tracker blocker, secure cloud storage, and this one was a bit random, but nevertheless very much appreciated, free eSIM data to use when traveling. So yes, this feature set secured IPVanish a solid position among the best VPN for PC picks. You can choose which features you want depending on the plan you pick, so you're not forced into them. With the special deal, IPVanish joins Surfshark among the most affordable VPN options, and it also doesn't limit device connections, so you can install it on everything you have and even share the subscription with friends. Now, I see how it might still be a bit hard to choose the best VPN 2026, so here is a quick summary. I recommend NordVPN to those who are looking for minimal speed loss, streaming support, and extra online security tools. ProtonVPN is the best fit for privacy enthusiasts and torrenters. Surfshark has the best feature bundle for a low price, and it's my best recommendation for VPN beginners. Meanwhile, IPVanish is a really affordable VPN with transparent practices and unique additional features. So which VPN is the best for you? Let me know what you ended up using, and if you've used one of these before, share your experience in the comments. I'll see you there. Cheers.